There's no secret formula when it comes to experiencing the sacred in our lives, just practice and practicality. At least that's what my guest believes, and I'm right there with her. I'm so thrilled to introduce you to Becca Stevens, founder and president of Thistle Farms. Welcome to the Sami Cone Show.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. It's my first time to be on it.
I'm so excited to have you. I mean, we have so much we want to talk about. I can't imagine anyone doesn't know about the mission of Thistle Farms because I brag about them all the time on this show. But can you just tell me a little bit about why you started this heart cause of yours?
Sure. We started 25 years ago.
Incredible.
I know, just one house in Nashville, Tennessee, and it's grown to a global movement for women's freedom, you know, really because of this community. But I started it really because of my own brokenness and my own longing for sanctuary and safety. And so I wanted to welcome women who had a history of trafficking, of addiction, of all kinds of exploitation and abuse, to come find a safe place, a home, not a halfway house, not a shelter, just come and live. And then 4 years later, we started the bath and body care company that's launched us around the world.
Right, and is it true that that just came from one of your women knowing how to make candles? Is that actually?
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's anybody can make candles. It's melting soy wax and putting some essential oil in it. So we started right on the Vanderbilt campus in the little chapel there.
Wow. That's amazing. And how many women came through the program just in the last year?
In the last year, you know, well, we have tons of women that we refer now to other programs around the country. We have about 30 women in residence. We have about 65 women who are graduates and residents who work at Thistle Farms right on Charlotte Avenue. Yeah. So hundreds.
Yeah. It's incredible. And I mean, I love how we're going to talk a little bit more about your new book, Practically Divine, which told you wrecked my heart in so many ways. You know, for me, it's about making sure that you're not only living out your heart's mission, but partnering with others. If someone else is doing a good thing, joining with them. And that can be as simple as eating at the Thistle Farms Cafe or actually getting involved. How can people get involved both here in Nashville, but wherever they happen to be? How can they carry out that mission where their home is?
Well, for me, I think it's really about saying, what do I value? What gives me energy? And I think this is the right book at this time for people. I mean, people are leaving professions they've had. People are questioning so many things. And for me, before we even get involved, it's like remembering what gives us joy and passion and then finding those places where we can get involved and make justice just a part of our everyday life, whether it's the tea we're drinking, where we're eating, like you said, or maybe it is hands-on volunteering in a local place where especially you're helping women, because everybody knows when you help and invest in women, you're healing whole communities.
Well, and that's just it. And I was going to wait until later, but I can't. This is sitting on it's burning a hole in my lap. No, I want to talk about Practically Divine is your new book. You start right off the bat by saying, you know, love is 9/10 experience, right? Just being able to, I hope I said that right, being able to really just put feet to our faith. And so how can we do that more and show love practically in ways that maybe we haven't before?
Yeah, that's such a great question. And really, the whole book is filled, in my mind, with about 25 years experience of hearing these heroic stories. Yeah. And one of the things I think is that, you know, storytelling is one of the best ways that we learn and about the best way that we heal. So telling and listening to stories is one of the easy, practical ways that we can engage each other. It's like, I just want to know you. I want to know your story. Yeah. And we figure out like what we have in common, how we can work together. You know, it breeds creativity, it breeds hope, all of those things.
Yeah, and I mean, you talk in the book about we have a God-given right to celebrate ourselves. What would you say to the woman watching that is just like, I don't know who I am anymore? I mean, not just because of abuse like so many of us have experienced, but even just with the year we've had, what would you say to her to help her really rediscover that joy?
Yeah. I think it starts with something very, very simple that you do with intention to remember. Do something very simple with intention to remember who you are. It could be anything from like, I am going to take a 15-minute walk. I am going to drink a hot cup of tea and breathe. I am going to really pay attention to this drawer that's full of stuff that I can't get rid of. Do you know what I mean? Like really simple things.
Yes, and just to do that. That's so good. And I'm going to stop you there. We have so much more to talk about with Becca. I hope you'll come back after the break to hear more about Practically Divine. That's so good.